Hello again, everybody, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. It's great to be able to spend some time with you. And as always, right up front, thank you for watching. Today, I am very excited because we are going to do a review of my new solar guitar. And my new solar guitar this time around is a Solar Type A A2.6LN. As in lemon neon, which, believe it or not, is the color. So stay tuned just for this. A couple of orders of business first. First, if you like the content that you're seeing and hearing, please, if you will, take the time to like and subscribe. I do have a goal of trying to get to 550 subscriptions by the end of this year. I'm well on my way, but I cannot do it without your support, and I'm always grateful for your support all the way through. I never take any of the subscriptions or the feedback for granted. Also, I'm in a music project. Name of the project is called Summerdale Avenue. It's a full collaboration with Andy Lee, and the album is out. The project is called Summerdale Avenue, and the album is called Darkness Within Serenity. You can check that out on any streaming platform. It's also available for purchase if you're interested in any of your online outlets. So let's get into this guitar, which I have right over here. So here it is, the Solar A2.LN 6-string in a neon lemon color, for lack of a better terminology. Guess I shouldn't have done that on that jack right there, but I guess we'll be okay. And here it is, and we're going to go over this guitar from top to bottom. A little fun story about this guitar is I didn't have to pay that much for it because me and my wife about a month ago went to Atlantic City, where you can do some gambling, and it's on the shoreline with a boardwalk and whatnot. And I won. I won about $600, so I invested it into this guitar. Now, this guitar costs on the Solar website $749. Take into account American duties and taxes, that's about another $100. And I also purchased a case with it too. That's another $200, which comes out to roughly $1,100. I think it was like $1,098 if I remember correctly. However, with my my winnings there, we're good, so I didn't have to pay full price for it. But if you were interested in the price without having gambling winnings, you know, it would be with the case, with duties and taxes, around $1,100. So let's get into a review and demo of this guitar, going from the top of the guitar to the bottom of the guitar. We'll get right into this, starting with the tuners. Once again, Solar does a great job with the tuners. These things do their job. They're not locking tuners. They are the standard Solar tuners that are on their, on their guitars, not the upgraded locking ones. Once again, these tuners hardly have any play in them whatsoever. They hold the guitar in tune. They do their job. Total thumbs up for that when you look at these tuners right here. I'm a proud owner of 5 Solar guitars, this being my 5th, and I've been very pleased with the tuners on every single one. Going down just a little bit, we have the nut. This is not a graphite nut. However, I guess it's just a plastic nut, and it's doing the job. The guitar stays in tune. It's set into the guitar very, very nicely. No issues with that whatsoever. So I'd say from the top of the neck right down, I should say the top of the headstock right down to the nut, we're looking at a well-made guitar so far. As we get into the neck of the guitar, the neck is the Solar C-shape, at least their take on the C-shape, which for me works very well. We have an ebony fretboard, and we have a maple neck for it. Now, I know there have been issues with Solars in the past with the ebony fretboards and the cracking and the separation and whatnot, but once again, when this guitar arrived at my house, it is in perfect condition. There was no cracks in the fretboard, no separation in the fretboard from the neck. Everything was spot on, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself when I say this. I've had no issues with any of my Solar guitars. I did take it to some friends of mine that are professional luthiers, and they said the guitar was wonderful. It was in great shape, no issues whatsoever, and it's set up very nicely. One issue that I had with this guitar, which was a QC issue, so yes, there was something there. On the opposite side of this set-through neck, by the way, I want to mention that. It's not a bolt-on, it is a set-through. Right about here on the neck, there was some sort of small, tiny speck. I don't want to call it a lump, but I could feel it on my fingers when I was playing. I could feel it on my thumb. I could feel it on my hand while I was going up and down the neck. And it really wasn't much of anything, but I definitely didn't like it, and I was thinking of returning the guitar. But after playing it for about a week, pretty much consistently, and after a 3-hour session, whatever it was that was there went away. So I don't know if it flaked off or rubbed down. Now the neck is as smooth as ice, the way I would expect it. I will say that QC should have caught that. They didn't, but thankfully I didn't need to return it. It kind of resolved itself, which is a great plus. The body of the guitar is mahogany, and again, the neck is great. The frets are nickel. They're not stainless steel, but again, for this Solar, the fretwork is immaculate. There are no sharp edges, nothing protruding out, and it's just a great glide up and down the neck when you're playing. I couldn't be happier with it. Typical Solar guitar, you have the Solar logo on the 12th fret, and then your fret markers are on the side. They are not on the neck. So it's pretty much the standard format, although Solar now has reversed their headstock for a certain line and has put fret markers on the neck just to change things up just a little bit. But this Type A guitar is a more of the standard Solar look, which I really do enjoy. Now, these pickups I found very interesting. These are your standard Duncan Solar pickups, or Solar Duncan pickups, I should say, and they sound great. And I do have another Type A Solar guitar, which is my favorite one, and that guitar is perfect for me and the sound. But what I found with these pickups is that they do sound a little bit different, and no two pickups are alike. No two cars are alike. Even identical twins aren't 100% alike. There are always slight differences, and these pickups are definitely hotter than what's in my other Type A guitar that doesn't have the Distortion Plus pickups. They are a little bit hotter, and also are picking up a little bit more low end than I would have liked, but I was easily able to solve that. I used a Shure SM57 mic, which has a little bit more high end feel to it than the E609 mic, which has a little bit of a lower end for me. So I did have to switch up mics. These pickups sound great. However, they are different than my other Type A ones, but it's not a complaint. I definitely have now even more versatility in my arsenal of guitars. Pickups sound good. Like I said, they're hot. They're mean sounding. It's everything that, at least I would say I want, and probably you would want in a good metal sound. Overall construction of the guitar, the Solar bridge is in good shape. The routing on the for the tone knob and the volume, they have one volume, one tone. The routing here is perfect. We have a five-way blade, so you can get your pickup sounds, and again, it works perfectly. And one of the things I'm really truly happy about is the pickups. When I'm playing, there is no crackling or noise or anything like that, so I get good silence. And a matter of fact, I have the guitar up right now, and I didn't say anything, so you could hear absolute silence. When I'm changing the tone knob, with the volume knob, no electronic noise, and the same thing with the tone knob. No electronic noise, and the same thing again with the blade. Aside from hearing it clicking around there, no extraneous noise, which is exactly what we want. Now, for example, I did not do any cleans in my demo for this, but you know, it has good cleans, and hearing that silence within the guitar means your cleans will also sound really, really good and pristine. So when I look at this guitar from top to bottom, you know, it is a really good guitar. It is, to me, worth the $749. Granted, for this time around, I got lucky and didn't pay that, but I still feel that I got my money's worth, and I think if you wanted to go out and get this guitar as well, albeit maybe in a different color, whatever your choice might be, and you're paying that $749, you're definitely getting your money's worth. The tuner, the nut, the neck, the fretboard, the pickups, the volume and the tone knob, a nice set through neck, 5-way blade. It all goes together exceptionally nice, exceptionally well. And it's just, to me, another excellent piece of guitar manufacturing from Solar, and I personally look forward to using this for many, many years to come, and hopefully on a few albums as well, down the line. So that's my take on this guitar. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It's always appreciated. And next up on this video is going to be the demo, so you can hear how it sounds in a mix. For the mix, you'll hear this guitar, and it's going to be run through a Engel Iron Ball SE, going into a 4x12 cabinet with PV Valve King speakers in it. I'm going to be using an SM57 mic, and I do use a chorus effect on the guitar as well. Drums will be supplied by Beta Monkey, and I'll be using an Ibanez bass with a Trace Elliott amp as well. So that's how we will get that demo together. So let's listen to this demo in 3, 2, and 1.